All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken in at the 1. And some space here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, express! Get up! Hey, Rick Lance!
On first down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
39. Got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
368!
Dalton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D lineman, you put...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cincinnati Bengals offense taking the field again. And if you look at what they've done this year on the whole, would you say that they are a contender or a pretender as we hit the quote-unquote home stretch of the regular season?
Their schedule says pretender, but when you watch them play at their best, you think contender. They'd have to beat someone of that ilk. You know, in their division, can they beat Pittsburgh the next time they play them to announce to the world that, hey, they mean business? They beat Baltimore early in the season when we thought Baltimore truly was a contender. So the potential is there, but they have to show it because right now they haven't beat the most significant teams that they've played.
And I'm looking down the road, the last 4 games, 3 of them are on the road, weeks 14, 16, and 17, including a trip to the aforementioned Pittsburgh Steelers. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go on the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
21. Gun, gun, gun. 22. Wait.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
Hey, let's go.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Hey, wait. Ready. Be ready. 58. Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan being chased out left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On the ball! On the ball! Hey, go! We're good!
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
44.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Charles, we got a second here. Let's do an MVP check-in right now at this point in the season. Is Patrick Mahomes your headliner?
He is for me. Look, second year playing, 1 start as a rookie, and what he's done so far, it's been absolutely spectacular. Magnificent consistency. Hasn't had any real dips. Now, before the season, I was focused in on Todd Gurley, and he continues to power the Rams' attack. He has to be in the conversation. Drew Brees, how many completions does he throw per game? 1 or 2? It's unbelievable with his accuracy. Tom Brady is still Tom Brady and wins big games. Phillip Rivers with a strong second half could get into the conversation, but keep a real eye on the NFC South. Matt Ryan ahead of his MVP pace of 2016. Cam Newton in Carolina, if they end up winning that division, you better take a hard look at him.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready! Ready!
Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you...
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 34 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, 27 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And this one through the uprights and good. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And this is caught inside the 15. Inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The final act of the first half. Dalton. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Under pressure, they got him again. Vic Beasley bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Andy Dalton. Jack Crawford in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Ryan connects with some right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Devontae Freeman, his shiftiness doesn't pay off here in short yardage, and the Bengals will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
We're good.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brooks Reed in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Over here, yes.
Second down, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Rope. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this across midfield.